that right there, that was my script for the Final Fantasy VIII video that I was supposed to make until this happened.
Let's go!
What the? So with the remaster coming and my mind set at ease, relatively, and knocking Square Enix off of my game developer grudge list, what better time to look back at Square's first acknowledgement of 8 in over 20 years, Final Fantasy XIV and the Gunbreaker job.
If you love 8 like I do, then you'll understand how big this job is. Final Fantasy VIII is widely considered the red-headed stepchild of the series. While all their brothers and sisters get ports and remasters to multiple platforms, 8 has had a Steam port, and that's basically it. The Gunblade as a weapon has been implemented into other Final Fantasies before, but none to this degree. This is just one giant reference to 8, from the names of moves, animations, all the way down to the game mechanics of firing while attacking.
So let's go over all the references that Gunbreaker will sport when Shadowbringers drops.
First one is No Mercy. It's a buff to your damage of 20%, but this is also the name of Seifer's Limit Break. Lightning Shot. While not sharing a name, the animation is very similar to the aforementioned Limit Break, No Mercy. Danger Zone is a Kenny Loggins song, but it upgrades into Blasting Zone, which is the Gunbreaker's massive off-global cooldown attack that is a spitting image of one of Squall's limit breaks of the same name, but not as apocalypse-inducing as it was in 8. Heart of Stone. This is a damage mitigation tool that shares a very similar shell animation to 8's Carbuncle Summon, but now you do a cool pose instead. Very edgy. Nebula, another one of Gunbreaker's damage mitigation tools that is literally the draw animation. I nominate this for an Oscar, an Emmy, and a chef kiss. Rough Divide, the Gunbreaker's gap closer, and Squall's first limit break in 8, just like Citizen Kane, a classic. Fated Circle, the AoE attack for Gunbreaker, and an atomic bomb for Squall as his second limit break. Cartridge Gauge. While not the same, it is similar enough to make the comparison. In 8, you could press R1 as Squall used his normal attack, and it would fire a round to do extra damage. In 14, the Gunbreaker has 2 cartridges that certain attacks can fill up, and you can expend one cartridge to gain access to other attacks. Like I said, not exactly twins, but kind of the same spirit. And as an added bonus to all 12 of us diehard 8 fans, the collector's edition of Shadowbringers gives you a glamour for your Gunblade that is just Revolver, which is Squall's starting weapon.
I'll leave the meta and rotation talks to the theory crafters. I'll also link some creators in the bio that already have Gunbreaker videos up that you should absolutely watch.
So I know you all are impressed at my keen eye for recognizing animations and names, but I want to talk about my feelings. The inclusion and treatment of Gunbreaker, it means a lot to me. For a game that has basically been ignored for most of its 21 years of life, to get a brand new job into possibly the biggest MMO in the world right now, it just feels right. It doesn't feel like a cheap knockoff or a hollow reference. It feels like a monument dedicated to a game that I have loved for a long time. Even though the meta of 14 will constantly be shifting, I think Gunbreaker is the most sentimental job in the entire game for me, and one I can't wait to play. So with that, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in Shadowbringers. Hello friends, my name is Shane. You just watched my video, and I wanted to thank Larry Sarr, the YouTuber, for allowing me to use his footage from the media tour for this video, because, you know, I made this before Shadowbringers dropped, and I had no footage of it, but he was very kind to allow me to use his footage. So I will drop a link in the bio along with all those other creators that I want you to watch. You know, they're good. They're good Gunbreaker stuff. It's about 6 hours until the servers go live, so I don't know if I'm going to sleep. So, yeah. It's good though. Alright, bye.